I would like to do some value exercises with you. I have a new tool. It's called an ebony pencil. It's a little bit more dynamic than a regular school pencil. It's graphite. It has kind of some printing and some numbers, and it has one end that has a little bit less printing and letters, and that's the end we're going to sharpen. It's not the end of the world if you sharpen the other end, but this is the preferred end. So I'm using a really nice pencil sharpener to kind of get some lead exposed. I'm taking my time, rotating slowly, and we don't have to get it needle sharp by any means because we are using it to practice value today, not to make super fine lines. So I'm going to use this pencil to create different values. And just to create some boundaries for myself, I'm going to use a ruler to do some lines that are about 3 inches long and about ruler thickness. So this does not have to be exact. This is just something that will contain 3 boxes later on. And I want to do 3 of these for some upcoming art projects needs. So I'm tracing the top and the bottom of the ruler, and then I'm just hand drawing the lines going down. This has now been sped up, so it looks really fast, but you can take 5 minutes to do this. So 3 rectangles, and then there's kind of 2 fun things we can do if we create 2 squares. So I did some shorter lines, and again, yours don't all have to line up. They can be placed anywhere on your page. This is just how I ended up creating 3 rectangles and 2 squares. So this is not about shape drawing today, it's about value. They can be wonky. If you want to practice a little bit with your ebony pencil first, you can. The trick of value is pressing hard, but evenly, and then pressing lightly. Ebony is known for creating some pretty black shades. It is graphite, so there's a bit of a sheen, but it goes a little bit darker than a school pencil normally does. So with our value scale, we're going to start with the darkest dark on the left, the blackest black that our tool can create, and we want to end up with the lightest white on the right-hand side. So I'm pressing firmly, but I'm not pressing as hard as possible right now because you can layer. You can add layers to create darkness. I'm coloring in one direction for the most part because I want it to be so even that you almost can't even see the pencil strokes. I want it to look like a real shadow in real life. So the more kind of softly you can color and evenly, the better. It's a little bit easier to do this when I come out into the medium range because when it's soft, it's a very even. You have to contain your pencil and make it even. And then we want to end up with like a pure white on the right-hand side. So now that I've shown a relative dark going into the lightest light that I can press, I'm going to go back into the darker parts and see if I can even those out so that my eyes see something that goes from super black. I'm pressing a lot harder now, into a medium, and into a white. Sometimes people give themselves a really long strip to do this in so that they can see an incredibly slow transition from dark into medium into light. See if your darkest dark is so dark on the left that it's even a little bit lighter as you move towards the right. Remember, you can keep layering and adding in more darkness, but it's a little bit harder to take away some of this shade to make it lighter. I see an area on the right where I would probably like to do some blending, either with my finger or with an eraser, to get that light gray a little bit softer and more even and not see the pencil strokes. You can play around with rubbing an eraser to make a fuzzier light gray. When you're doing an exercise, you're just doing your best work and seeing how far you can take it. Nothing has to be perfect. So if you royally mess up going from dark to light, this time that's fine. We're just seeing how light can we go and how dark can we go and how soft can we make the whole thing. The next rectangle, and this is sped up, I want to see if we can make 3 distinct tones. A pure black, a middle tone, and a pure white. Of course, the paper is white, so we can leave it white. And then below that, we'll be doing something with paint. So I created 3 boxes that we'll leave blank for now. And then the last exercise of the day is to create something that looks like it's bowing out towards us. So I'm doing super dark on the left-hand side of each square and right-hand side. And then I'm doing middle tone and it's bowing up into the lightest white to see if it gives the optical illusion of bowing out. And then I'm doing 2 triangles to see if I can give the illusion of them tilting in the light. Dark on one corner and light on the other. Have fun creating your value gradients today.